Live, local, late breaking. KHNL News 8.
You are looking at a live picture of Ground Zero tonight. Two beams of light shining from the very spots where the twin towers of the World Trade Center once stood. Today, our country remembers a tragedy that forever changed history. September 11th, 6 years ago today. Here in the islands, there were several memorials honoring the victims of 9/11. KHNL News 8's Leland begins our coverage tonight.
Yes, I'm standing in front of the Eternal Flame, which is at Honolulu Hale. It's dedicated to the victims and heroes of 9/11. In a ceremony earlier today, Hawaii's first responders, as well as members of the military, gathered to pay tribute.
We gather to remember those who perished 6 years ago.
A somber remembrance marking a national tragedy.
I remember watching 9/11 as it happened. I was actually in Seoul, Korea, and I saw it was nighttime in Korea, and we were and all of a sudden all the television channels were showing all the same things, the horrific images.
Images that have been burned in our collective memory. Lieutenant Renee Lee grew up in a military family. 9/11 reaffirmed her choice to follow in her dad's footsteps.
I was still an ROTC cadet at the time, and it just strengthened my desire to serve in the military.
9/11 also impacted Hawaii's first responders. Some of their colleagues in New York died saving others.
And just to have the building collapse on them and, give them no opportunities, I mean, it is very, very tragic.
Deputy Chief Pudzulu also lost a member of his family.
Well, my brother-in-law worked for Cantor Fitzgerald, and he was in the North Tower, the first tower that was hit. And unfortunately, ever since his passing, it's been a big void in our lives.
While his brother-in-law, Michael Collins, is no longer here, in many ways, his spirit is still alive.
Mike, we miss you a lot. We loved you, still love you, but we're taking care of the family for you.
Mayor Mufi Hanneman praised the 9/11 heroes, adding, if a similar situation were to happen here in Hawaii, he's convinced that our men and women would handle the situation with the same level of courage. Live at Honolulu Hale, Leland Kim, KHNL News 8.